Hello, hello, hello. Hello, just want to say I'm back up again. I'm Kevin Overton Hadnot. In case you don't know who I am, I'm a friend of the Hearts to Heal family. I will be your MC, your host this evening. We're not getting started just yet. Keep on eating the chicken. I saw pasta, macaroni and cheese. What else is out there? Green beans, potatoes, corn. Okay, no, okay, keep going. Rich, seriously, just want to say thank you all for being here and for your presence. Thank you for your presence being here. We're excited this evening to bring to you the film Beyond the Stages of Grief at this red carpet event. We will be beginning at 7 p.m., but I want to say thank you for being here and thank you for your patience and for being in this space this evening. Your presence is not gone unnoticed. First of all, you all look amazing. One more time, give it up for yourselves. Looking beautiful, amazing. Again, men and women all look amazing. Again, I'm Kevin Overton Hadnot, and I'll be with you this evening. Give it up for DJ King Brian as well on the ones and twos. Keep mixing and mingling. We'll be up at 7 o'clock. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, thank you. Got one hello in the room. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Have a seat, get comfortable. I hope you got your popcorn. There's popcorn over there to my right, your left. Welcome into this evening. Welcome in. I am Kevin Overton Hadnot. I'm excited. Yes, yes. I love the. Hey, Kevin. Yes. I love the energy. First of all, thank you all for being here. I probably say that a lot because I really am grateful for the space that we're creating this evening. Again, come on in, come on in, come on in. We have seats up here. There's seats up front. There's cocktail tables around. Get comfortable. Let's make this a real theater before we get the film going. I just want to say a few words to each of you. We are here to witness, yes, the screening of Beyond the Stages of Grief. Amen? Yes, 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 yes. Give it up for that. I'll just say, Beyond the Stages of Grief is a short film created by Hearts to Heal. The film explores grief, loss, and the ways we find hope and healing in community. And I read that, but really I geek out about this kind of stuff. And I know this is a very sacred and somber topic, but as a Black male therapist, this is really the work and the passion that I have to really find ways, any kind of way, to normalize conversations, not only around grief, but really around mental health in our community. And so I'm so grateful that we're creating this space here tonight. So you're not just here to look amazing, which you are. You're not just here just to watch a film, which you are, but you really are here to be a champion of change. And from here on out, you can say, I was here in the room where we did Beyond the Stages of Grief, where we were planting a seed in my own heart, and I'm bringing it to everyone else in the community, to just be open and to be okay with sharing and talking about mental health in our community. Give it up for that. And if you didn't hear me say this a second ago, you can say this again. We can normalize conversations around mental health in our community. We're shaking our heads, yes, yes, yes. I'll give a brief overview. Where's Maria? First of all, give it up for Maria. She's probably running around. There she goes. Give it up for Maria. Yes, yes, yes. Maria, of course, the executive director of Hearts to Heal, just has an amazing spirit, an amazing vision, and amazing leadership. Amen? Amen. Just to say, Hearts to Heal was founded by Maria Brown-Spence, if you didn't know, and the mission was clear at the beginning, and that was really to reimagine grief support for communities historically excluded from accessible and culturally responsive care. Of course, Hearts to Heal offers free and low-cost mental health supports in our community, so give it up for that as well. And I like this vision because being serious about finding ways to innovatively bring conversations around grief and mental health, it's a work, but obviously this is the fruit of her labor and the fruits of Hearts to Heal. And so I'm so grateful for Maria and also the entire Hearts to Heal team. If you're in the house, give it up for yourselves as well. Let us recognize you. And also one more word about the film, the production crew. There's photos. Oh, I get a little bit of like, come on, I'm dark skinned. Dark skin power. But I will say, if you want to, each of the cast members in the production crew, and of course our co-leads and are here tonight, but just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who are part of the film. You may or may not see a familiar face in the film. You may or may not see a familiar face in the film. But before I go, I just want to say, more about me really quickly. I am, again, Kevin Overton Hadnot. I am a licensed therapist, licensed professional counselor here out of Austin. I have the pleasure of leading an organization called Counseling for Us. And yes, I am very boastful about offering counseling services for us. Who is us? Us, but open for everybody, of course. We have a team of Now, Black male clinicians, we're working on an internship program that will begin in the spring as well to offer more reduced cost counseling for those in our communities. But I really want to get out of the way. I'm going to come back up in a second after the film. Don't leave when the film leaves. You know, whenever the movie's over, y'all usually get up out of y'all seat and run to your car. Please do not leave after the film. There will be a fireside chat with with Tika, Maria, and our leads, Sam and Athens after this. So you'll want to see that for sure. But without further ado, I invite you to turn off your cell phones, get your popcorn, and enjoy Beyond the Stages of Grief.
So excited to have y'all here. Look, I've been waiting so long to bust this out. How we got this, been saving it up for a special occasion. You know, just put that, if you want blue, you can put it in the blue if you want.
Hey, I think someone's outside.
Thanks. Hey, I'm gonna go get this real quick. Appreciate you. Oh.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you Caleb Chase, the husband of Victoria Chase?
Yes, I am, but how can I help you?
May we come inside, sir?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry to have to tell you this, but your wife Victoria was in a fatal car accident earlier today, and she didn't survive.
Wait. No. She's supposed to walk through that door any minute now. I know we were texting this morning, but are you sure? Elias.
Caleb, what's wrong, man?
She's gone, man.
Wait, what? Who's gone?
Victoria. She's gone.
I have some information for you, sir. You don't have to go through this alone.
Thank you. I got you. We're gonna get through this, man. We're gonna get through this, man. We're gonna get through this, man.
Oh, God.
I got you.
So, one more time. Yeah. Phase 2. Right, let's get this thing going. Hey, yo, Caleb. Come play, man. Put this whooping on your boy.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Hey, bro. Been able to check out these resources that I brought by last time I was here?
Nah, I hadn't had a chance to look into it. Let me see. Nah, I don't need that.
Bro, you know Victoria wouldn't want you feeling like this, man.
How the hell do you know what I'm going through? The police didn't come to your house and tell you that your wife was dead.
No, you're right. But the doctor did.
Man, I forgot, bro. My bad, man. I forgot.
It's all good, bro. You know what the crazy thing is? It's been almost 6 years since I lost my Julia. And I miss her so much. You see, Caleb, grief doesn't have a timeline. So you don't have to apologize, man.
Yeah, nah, but you didn't deserve that. It's just so angry.
What's understood doesn't have to be explained, okay?
You know we're here for you, man. We got you, bro.
We're gonna get through this thing, all right? We're gonna get through this.
Hey, man.
Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah. I think I'm ready.
Okay. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 6, and we'll do this together. I got you, all right?
Hey, Ilias, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes, it has, Maria. It's good to see you, too. Hey, I want to introduce you to one of my friends, Caleb.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started here shortly, so I'll let you get settled.
All right.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Maria Brown-Spence. And I know that if you're here, it's because you have something to feel. Welcome to Hearts to Heal. How many of you have heard of the 5 stages of grief? The 5 stages of grief that many of us are familiar with, denial, anger, bargaining, acceptance, depression, those weren't for us. Those were created for the person coming to terms with their death, not for the grievers left behind. That's why for many of us, those stages do not resonate. That's why here at Hearts to Heal, we've reimagined the way that grief is felt, seen, and heard. Our framework will take you from shatter to flourish and everything in between. Shatter is the moment when our world stops. Everything is frozen in time. It doesn't start with tears, but a subtle break, a rupture. It's the pain within our throat, the words we can't speak. That's where grief begins for many of us. Eruption is that overwhelming burst of emotions. You may cry without warning, scream in solitude, go through each and every emotion all at once and wonder if that's normal. That's when it finally kicks in. Something has happened, something has changed, and those feelings become very real. Seeking is a quest. It's where we begin to search for meaning, trying to put the pieces together, to understand the fragments of what once was. It could be searching Google at 3 a.m., searching for new spiritual meaning, trying to understand what happened, how to move forward, what just changed in my life. This is the moment where we go looking for our questions, hoping to find answers. Now, emergence, it's fragile. It's the plant that's growing through cracked concrete. It's when the fog begins to lift a little bit and you can see the light, just for a moment. When you remember them and you smile, before the remembrance of loss becomes present again. And now we've come to flourish, a much brighter and happier phase. It doesn't mean that grief has left us. It just means that we can breathe easier. It's where we begin to find our new purpose, our new meaning. We adjust to new relationships, new environments, new spaces. And for a long time, I felt that I would never get to flourish. I stuck between shatter and eruption for a very long time. Because just like you, I was in a room like this too, when I lost my grandmother and my boyfriend both to cancer. So I hope through this group, you can get a better understanding of all that grief has to entail. And sometimes those phases happen in all different orders. Sometimes it starts with eruption, sometimes it might start with emergence. But we're all here working through grief together.
But why does it hurt so bad? It's lonely here.
It gets easier, but then it doesn't get any easier. That's why we keep showing up for each other in this room and putting in a lot of work.
You're absolutely right. I'll see everyone here next week. Thank you for coming.
Doing okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Look, guys, thank you all for coming. I can't believe it's already been a year without her, but I couldn't have made it through all of this without you all. So, to Victoria. So much.
Give it up for that film one more time. I think we could do a little bit better than that. This is standing ovation worthy, actually. Thank you, thank you. That was amazing, amazing. I'm still digesting that. Give me a second, give me a second. I don't know about you all, but that was an amazing body of work that you all just witnessed. You all agree? Whew, well, okay. Let me get my talking points. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing, right? Wow, Maria team. That was an actors. I'll acknowledge them in a second, but that was an amazing job that y'all did. And again, there was a subtle, innovative, creative, interesting story time way of just bringing about this hard conversation. My favorite part of the film, I think I almost lost it when I saw him with the two glasses together and her lipstick on it. Like that almost broke me, and how he was really still attached to even that cup. I'm so grateful for, that was a master class, which again, I can geek out, I'm gonna try to reel it back in, but that was also a master class in a new framework, right? Was it Shatter, Eruption, what was the other one? Seeking, note takers in the room like we had church, Emergence and Flourish. Listen, I love that. And you really see the real reason why we're going beyond the stages of grief in a way, in a framework and a model that fits us. And that really portrays how we may embody that experience of loss. So again, I can say I'm excited and grateful for even just witnessing that. I'm even forever changed just by watching that film here. And so, to me, this is just the beginning, and I'm hoping that you all felt that deep down in your heart, so much so that you're ready to go tell everybody to just Google Hearts to Heal, right? Hearts to Heal. I'll be quiet. So here we're going to take a 5-minute break to reset. Again, do not leave because we have an amazing fireside chat. I want you also to meet the actors in the film as well. And we might do a toast if you come back on time as well. So again, give us 5 minutes and then we'll be right back up for the fireside chat with our friend Tika, okay? DJ, where my DJ at? We going? DJ King Brian coming up in a second. But let the mix and mingle begin for 5 minutes. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I want to welcome you back. I want to welcome us back. I just can't say enough how much you all look amazing in our outfits and our dues. Got the white on. I love it, my brother. But no, seriously, again, I'm still in awe of what we witnessed tonight. Again, I'm going to be thinking and reflecting on this for days and weeks and weeks and days. I'm already hearing literally stories of how this has impacted myself and other people in the room tonight. So kudos again to Maria and team in the Hearts to Heal team. I think we're going to do a toast first. So let's have a toast. Can I get the team to give us our, I'm doing it. Oh, here we go. We're bringing out our toast items here.
So I just wanted to do a quick toast really quickly to everyone that was a part of this first film. It was a lot, a lift, energy. I would not have been able to do this film without this wonderful lady, Tika Cook, here. So we are going to celebrate and toast to the fruits of this labor, and also toast to all of us making it through grief each and every day. So we're going to do that collectively because grief should be done in community. Again, we have so many important people here from cast and crew. So if you are a cast member or a crew member, will you please stand up? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for everyone that contributed. I am always grateful for those that decide to do something more than they have to do for themselves, because at the end of the day, that's all you have to do. And so when you do something more, you are bringing joy and life to someone else, and you never know what change you could make. So first of all, thank you for everyone in this room for coming out on a Wednesday evening when the rain was a little bit weird, doing some things, and traffic in Austin is never fun. So thank you all. It looks like we've got the champagne coming out. We do have non-alcoholic and alcoholic, so please do not feel pressured at all. Get that going. And then we're just gonna celebrate, go to the panel discussion, and then we'll have some networking after the panel discussion, because of course people want to talk and share more about their experiences, or you want to go home, and that's fine too. So thank you again, and Kevin, I'll turn it back over to you.
A toast to not healing alone. Cheers. He's on it. He's on it. Yeah. And with that, I'm going to get out of the way and bring up our casting director, my friend Tika. And while she's coming up, I want to just acknowledge two amazing men in the room who you've seen on the film. And I want to say this one thing, a direct quote, which is, we felt every emotion that you brothers brought into the film on tonight. And so thank you. I want to acknowledge Sam for your amazing role as the lead, and also Athens, the co-lead. As y'all saw, I was one of the third friends in the film as well too. But no, these men are amazing. So come on now, brothers. Thank y'all. All right, Tika, here you go.
All right, come up, guys. Can you give a more round of applause for our cast, please? I love it. I love it. You get. Oh.
All that excellent stuff.
All right. Hey. Hey, well, I'll start off introducing myself. My name is Tika Cook. I'm a creative here in Austin, Texas. I'm also the founder of Tika Creations, which is just focused on helping Texas actors thrive in their industry. So whether that's by services or resources, I'm here to help. But on this beautiful project, I served as the casting director. I worked as one of the producers, and I was the first AD on set. So which which was fun. And I don't know if we have time, but can I tell them a story about? Okay, story time. So, Maria and I went to the same school. Actually, Maria was in my first short film back in, 2000? We're not going to tell our age. But yes, and so it's just amazing to see Maria doing her thing, being able to actually tap into filmmaking and really showcasing really what is important to not only her, but us, and something we do experience daily. And I think also just really seeing you guys show up, and you guys show up, and the team. So I'm just excited for you guys to be here. You guys got to experience what we experienced on set, but to really see all of our hard work come to life. So I'm proud of you for taking that step and creating this visual, and this is just the beginning. I'll go ahead and let the rest of the team introduce themselves.
Hello, good evening. I won't do this long. My name is Maria Brown-Spence, and I'm the founder of Hearts to Heal. Thank you. So Hearts to Heal was literally created after my own experiences of loss. I was a caregiver to 2 loved ones that passed from cancer, which was a true story, in that support group before the age of 30. During that time, I found out how challenging finding resources for navigating loss was and going through that bereavement process. And it really started just with me sharing on social media some of my experiences and finding other people, like 100% of people have grieved something, wanting to share their experiences. And I said, with my mom, who I had the privilege of having her come up while I was grieving to say, there are so many hearts that need to heal. Like, grief is challenging. It sucks, quite frankly. And why do we have to go through this alone? So thank you all again for coming out. I really do appreciate you all.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samuel Watkins. I play the role of Caleb. I am an actor. I also am on the other side of the camera as well. As of recent, I've been nominated for some awards and won some awards for filmmaking, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, thank you. You can celebrate. I'm celebrating that. And this is a passion project for me since we're doing story time. Yeah, me and Maria went to high school together. So,
Were you trying to?
yeah, we go back further. We go back further, you know. That's all, you know. So, but yeah, but I had a great time on this project. Enjoyed working with Athens and the whole crew. Great work, as you see. And thank you all for coming out. We got a mic.
My name is Athens Hayes. I'm an actor as well as a model, business owner, brand ambassador alongside with my brother, which we created back in 2013. It's helped my mother out at her daycare, Latanya's Christian Angel Academy in San Antonio, Texas. This project was, let's just say that we had to go some places to bring these characters to the screen for y'all. Some very deep places, which, you know, for me, it was the first time doing something like that to actually really dig in deep like that. But hopefully, you know, we did an excellent job for y'all. Okay. Yeah, but that's what it is. I've been acting now already about 3 years, been enjoying it the whole entire time. Of course, it was one of those things where it was like, hey, you should try acting. I was like, absolutely not. But now here we are.
Well, thank you. Okay, so I have questions. So we'll start off with the lovely Maria. All right, so give us the backstory on this project. Why this project and why now?
Well, what we found is film brings conversation. We see it all the time, a favorite TV show, a movie, and then you see all these Facebook and Instagram posts go viral. And it's almost like a stealth sneak attack to get people to be in a space to talk about something or watch something that they don't necessarily want to do. When you hear the word grief, everyone's like, oh, I don't know about that. And you're like, a grief mixer and a grief conference, what are these things? Because grief is something we tend to run away from. With this short film, it was one of those things that was my vision to create, to bring awareness to a different space of grief and also a different stage of grief. As mentioned, those stages were not for the people left behind. So when we try to relate to those stages, they often don't fit. So this is a first film to start a conversation around loss, getting people into a room just like this to understand that we have more in common than we think, and to diffuse the way that grief feels. Like, we're all here in community together, but we saw something that probably resonated with our own experiences of loss. I'm not the only person who has experienced loss, but I wanted to create this platform along with these other creatives to introduce a way to have conversations around such a challenging topic. So the time is really now. We've been experiencing loss for a long time, and I think coming off the heels of COVID, we didn't really get to talk about all the things that we experienced, from social isolation to seeing magnitudes of loss and death take place as a globe, not just state-based, not just city, but as a world. And so the time is now. These creatives came together, and just, it couldn't be a better time, so.
The time is now. I love that. Okay. Well, Athens, you mentioned how you had to go some places. You had to dive a little deep for this character. Can we talk about your process, and you as well, of getting to character for for Elias and Caleb? Can we talk about that? You can go first, Athens.
Okay. For me to get into this character, number one is you see that he did lose his wife. But for me, I had to add just a little bit more to it myself. I really took about 10 years worth of pain that I've endured so far as with losing folks in my family. We went from 2015 to 2020, losing someone every year around the same time, every year. So it was my dad, my grandfather, my grandmother, then my aunt. I also lost a best friend as well. And then also using, from last year, we actually had 3 people go. So I had my grandmother, a month later, my uncle, and then toward the end of last year, which we're coming up on a year, I lost my sister. So I had to take all of that, put it into this character, as well as, using my daughter as well, who had scoliosis surgery a year ago, which she's recovering, and she's running upstairs, but just the grief of having to go through those things. So that's what y'all see. Y'all see his loss, but you see, a lot of Athens' loss as well in there too.
Beautiful. Beautiful performance. Thank you.
Yeah, like he said, even these questions are still heavy. Bringing these things back up, like what was my process, because it's bringing me all right back into those same emotions again. It's been a lifetime preparing for this moment. All the things that I've gone through, all the people that I've lost that were close to me, and then tapping into things that are more present, whether it's present relationships or other things that you may lose, whether it's a job or a career or something outside of just a person that dies. We grieve over other things. And so I kept it fresh with that. Like I said, family members, best friends, I've had a lot of those same experiences. I've lost about 3 classmates within the past year, some to questionable circumstances. So it's just been a journey. And for me to have an outlet like this to, release those emotions is a blessing.
Well, we appreciate both of you guys for sharing that piece of you and bringing that to the film and be able to showcase that, because we know that is hard to do. And again, many of you guys definitely have experienced grief, and just imagine being on set in a tight space, moving fast, having to be able to switch that on and off. That's not easy, and we appreciate y'all. That's a blessing. And I'm so sorry that, okay. Can we lighten up a little bit? Can we lighten up a little bit?
Well, I'll say this, Maria had to come looking for me one time because I stepped out, then I heard up the street, Athens, and I'm like, when I had to step out for a second.
Athens? Who was screaming Athens?
It was Maria. She came. She was really going to
I'm Chris.
Yeah, so. And then we had a great time afterwards.
We did.
We had a great time. I tasted, was that Kibo Sabi you tricked me into?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what it is.
Tried to tell him. I tried to tell him.
You did, you
Okay,
did.
don't do it. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't even taste like anything. It's just hot.
In some
I
of
don't know.
those moments on set, did it help having to step away a little bit to kind of get in? Okay, so I know we had a moment during the actual film, the scene where the boys were playing the game, and then you come into the actual sync. That was a very, very emotional, heavy scene, and I know we took a little bit of time on that and make sure you guys had that time. But I wanted to make sure y'all had that time. Was that beneficial for y'all to step away and kind of, okay.
I know it was for me, because I know, just like, again, having to go to those places and remember those times to make you sad, you know, to kind of,
Yeah, bringing those emotions, and also like the chemistry, because a lot of the conversations we had before we even started anything gave me insight to who he was. And then as he's taking on this character and putting down his story, I'm knowing what emotions and where he's actually coming from, so I can meet him there.
Yeah.
And that was cool to build that bond that quickly, like gaining a brother through the project. No, it was an enjoyable experience for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Chemistry was definitely good, yeah.
I love that. Okay, so we're gonna lighten it a little bit, and let's talk about the creative process, Maria. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
So it's very different stepping into this debut writer, director, producer space, which I would actor. Yeah. I know. Would not have been able to do this without the knowledge, expertise, and love that all of the cast and crew provided. I will keep saying this to Tika. Again, just brought so much insight to the process of scheduling and location changes and making sure that we understood lighting and sound. And we did go through a lot of revisions of scripts because I'm very long-winded. Nobody would have ever guessed that. But the creative process really gave me an opportunity to think about some of the conversations that I've had with people along their grief journey since starting Hearts to Heal, launching at the top of 2020, and just almost using the conversations and the experiences to guide this first short film, which will turn into a series of shorts. And then also Mr. Chris Harden over here sitting in the room of me going back, does this line make sense? What about this? How about this? How would this read from the male perspective as well, especially Black men on camera, was important to the creative process to show two individuals walking along their grief journey in a positive way. A lot of time we see kind of like this antagonist when someone is going through a challenge. It's like, hey, let's go do these bad things. You're going through something. We don't need that. We're already going through enough. So that was important to show two strong Black men on camera. That was very intentional to also show the power of brotherhood and community, and understanding that there's nothing wrong with being masculine and also being vulnerable. So the creative process was understanding more about the grief journey from my experiences, but also the people I've talked with, and then kind of diving into what parts of the short were important. Because it is a short film, there were things that we had to cut and modify, so that was challenging because you want to pack everything about grief into 15 minutes, and for anyone that has experienced loss, you know that is not doable. So I'm just grateful to this process. It really stretched my experience into understanding how to relay grief on film. But yeah, it was a long process, for sure. We went through lots of casting calls. Tika helped us do that. We had about 40 plus submissions of individuals that we had to go through and watch their film, and then do callbacks and recastings and location changes and all the things. But I'm really happy with the team. It didn't feel like something that felt performative. It really did feel like we were a family on set trying to bring life to grief.
I would 100% agree. Yes, round of applause. I know we don't have too much time, so I'm gonna ask two more questions. Let's see, this one's gonna be for Sam and Athens. Were there any moments during production that shifted your perspective or deepened your strength understanding of grief?
Yes, when the monologue, with the whole, the new stages that were introduced, well, the new framework of grief that was introduced, that was new to me as far as the perspective, and some of my reactions were actually real. I was like, oh, I can actually get with that.
Yeah, you can relate. You understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Athens?
And for me, again, it's just going to those places, because mostly everything that I've probably done before, it's either comedic or something like that, funny. So actually having to do that and stay there, like in that, you know, in that space, you know, in that character. So yeah.
And I will add, this was a very fast production. We had to get things done very quickly. So again, I applaud the team here and those in the audience. Thank y'all so much for making this happen and come to life, because you guys did a beautiful job and such a beautiful story. And I mean, obviously we all experience grief. So again, it's something that we all need to, you know, be aware of. One last question. I like this one. If you could leave the audience with one message about grief and healing, what would it be for all three of you guys? And then we'll open up to some questions. We got like 2 minutes.
I would just say that you don't, as cliche as it sounds, like you do not have to do this grief journey alone. There were times I had friends pop up at my house unannounced because I wouldn't answer the phone or text, and so sometimes it's putting someone in an uncomfortable situation for a moment that can make a difference long term. So sometimes it is just showing up, sometimes it is just calling out of the blue, but just don't go through this journey alone.
I would say grief doesn't have a timeline.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I get that from? I don't know. Some famous writer put it in a movie somewhere. I don't know.
You kind of took mine, but but you know, while you're going through a please talk to someone. Do not hold it in, and you know, because it's not gonna make anything better. Have that person or people that you can trust and talk, please.
I agree. Do we have any questions out there? Anyone have any questions for the, could I give this mic to?
I go through a lot of grief through life. Hand me my microphone, we can't hear it.
So Dante, that's my brother-in-law right there, on the end right there, chocolate man. So I go through a lot of grief through life. You know, it was hard for me to like talk this woman on the side of my woman. You know, she helped me grieve through everything I've been through life. You know, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Is that cool?
Yes.
Is that fine?
60 seconds.
Okay, that's cool. So I got three babies. They was tortured this year, about 6-8 months ago. Howard, Paul, and Naya. My son Paul got 3rd-degree burns all over his body. So I'm still going through it to this day. But if it weren't for this woman, my mind would be gone right now. I'm still going through grief, but I deal with it. I talk. That's the best thing. Open up your mouth and talk. Because if you don't let it out, if you let it build up inside, it's 3 things it can do to you. It can kill you, it can make you go insane, or you lose your mind. That's all I need to say.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Oh. Anyone else? Any other questions? Statements? Shout outs? Okay.
I appreciate you, Maria, for pointing out that the stages of grief is based for people who's actually grieving to die. So that explains a lot. And the film, you guys did an amazing job. I could feel it. I really could feel it. I didn't know I was gonna come in here feeling all these feels. But thank you.
Jeremy in the back.
Fellow Texas Wesleyan University classmate, class of 15.
What? Hey, how y'all doing? Listen, I'm proud. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm trying not to get emotional. But I'm so proud of you guys to have come together to bring a vision to life, to talk about a topic that is not talked about enough. Very inspired by the both of you guys. Great to see some brothers on film that is really doing the work and exploring the creative craft of acting and showing brotherhood on the film in different ways versus romanticizing toxic masculinity and things like that. So I love that. Love the leadership of Tika and Maria.
Government?
Just love it. I'm super inspired by what you guys are doing. Continue to do this. I want to see more. I want to see more of this collaboration. I'm rooting for y'all. Love y'all. So proud of y'all. Okay.
We love you. Anyone else? No? Chris? You want to close us out? Close us out, Chris. Close us out. Chris. The co-directors on set, so he helped bring this vision to life throughout the entire process. So let's give a round of applause to Chris real quick.
So basically, being the better half, the other half of that beautiful woman on stage, we have an opportunity to be able to share and bounce ideas back and forth every day. But having the opportunity and the space to be able to be vulnerable and to be able to bring certain things that I have in my mind to reality and allowing her to take her framework and be able to use that to be able to build something has been one of the most gratifying things in my life, and I appreciate you so much for that. Because without vulnerability, we don't have an opportunity to be our true selves. And we need to be vulnerable, especially in times where we're really hurting. That's the one time where we always want to draw back from people, we want to draw back from situations, and that's the wrong thing to do. When you're hurting, you need to find the closest person to you that you know you can trust and drop and spill your guts. Yeah. And don't be afraid to, because through that vulnerability is where you find your true healing. And that's what Maria has done. She's given a lot of different people an opportunity and a platform to be able to be their true selves. Sam, Athens, thank you so much for bringing the vision to reality, brother. Without you guys, without the vulnerability and without the openness that you guys came to the set with, you know, our vision would have never come to pass. It would have never come to pass. And there were people that some of our people on our staff thought were maybe more qualified. Nah, I stuck to my guns and I chose both of you guys, Tika and Maria. Yeah, I'm shady. I am shady. I'm shady. Yeah, I'm shady. But at the same time, the fantastic part was the fact that we all came together to understand what real talent looked like, and we put everything that we had in these two guys to be able to carry this film. And they did their job with excellence. I appreciate y'all for that. Thank you, fellas.
And before we close, I just need Mama April Brown, yes, and Richard Spence, Dad. Come over here. These two have walked on the grief journey from the very beginning, and I want to thank them for letting me always pick their brains at any given time, or send a text or a call about this idea, or can you come help me volunteer, please, or something. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for being a part of this journey. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chris, for being in this space and letting me talk your brain off about all the grief things, like grief is 24/7 in the household, unfortunately. I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, an idea, but just really want to say thank you all again for being here. This is not the last of the films. We are working on our next short already, so we hope that you will stay in conversation and community with us and be at the next screening. So thank you, Tika.
Thank you.
Sam, thank you, Athens.
Can we give one round of applause for our team out there in the
And we have one more.
We love you, Maria.
going on Vogue magazine. I love it. So we're nearing the end. I just want to say one more time, round of applause for Maria, Tika, Athens, Sam as well for this amazing body of work. Yes, you can stand an ovation. We're ending in here. Kudos to everyone. Thank you for being here. One thing, I'm on Instagram right now. I'm looking at Beyond the Stages of Grief. You should be there as well. Go to Beyond the Stages of Grief on Instagram. Continue the conversation on social media. Come on, take photos, network, send pictures, tag Beyond the Stages of Grief so we can keep carrying this message forward, that we don't have to heal alone, and keep normalizing the conversation around mental health. Again, thank you, and that's a wrap for tonight. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, DJ.
Can we get the cast and the crew on stage for a picture? That's Mikey Mike. Who else I see out there? Sugar. Cast and crew on stage real quick for a picture. Cast and crew. Yeah. And thank you, Scouts Cafe, for feeding us. Christopher. And you know I'm tall, so y'all can get in the front if y'all need. Lena, I'm over here. It's like the voice Morgan Freeman. Right.
If you find yourself in some extra time and want to patronize a black-owned business after this, there is a wine bar called RSRV, Black-Owned Wine Bar, RSRV. They're open tonight and they got a sale. So, see you there. RSRV.
We're looking at Steven with the camera here for